Hey guys, okay, so we're back for lesson 73 in our AIL book, and we're going to go right into our definitions. So we're going to talk about that first word. What is that very first word on part 1 in lesson 73? That first word is what class? Get ready. Wonder. Yes, it is wonder. And wonder has how many definitions? I'm not going to show you my book. I want to make sure you're following along. So if you don't have your book, you need to get it out. Okay, wonder has how many definitions? 2. Yes, 2. Great job. What is the second definition? The second one, what is it? A strange, amazing event. Great job. So what's the first definition? The first one is to think about something not known. I wonder when school's gonna be over. Just kidding. All right, and then we have what the words mean. I wonder what we'll have for dinner, or the shining star was a wonder to see. So those are both of our definitions for our glossary portion. All right, so moving on to part 2, I have a paragraph, and we want to, this says use your ruler. I'm not using our ruler, it's okay. If you want to use your highlighter, you can, or if you want to use your pencil or crayon, anything is fine. So we're going to underline all of the verbs. Remember, verbs can be action verbs or state of being verbs. So a verb shows action, there's no doubt. Help the subject doing like sing and shout. Okay, then I have action verbs like is, and that's just telling what the state of being of what the noun is doing. Okay, it's not necessarily an action, but it's like I am happy. What am I? Am is my helping verb. So it's not telling me what I'm doing, but it's more of my state of being. What am I? Am. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to part 2. I'm going to switch over, and we're going to find all of the verbs, and we also use our verb chant a little bit for some of them. So the first sentence says, and each sentence should only have one verb in it. So that'll help us a little bit. The first sentence says, the worker bees bring food to the nest. And then we say, what brings food to the nest? Bees. What is being said about bees? Bees bring. So my answer is going to be bring. And that's my verb. Moving on. Older bees collect nectar and pollen. What collects nectar and pollen? Bees. Subject, noun. What's being said about bees? Bees collect. Verb. Okay, next sentence. They give some of the nectar to the bees back in the nest. Who gives some of the nectar back to the bees back in the nest? They. What we said about they give. So my verb is going to be give. Great job. That's going to be another state of being. State of being, bees. The bees chew the nectar. What chews the nectar? Bees. What subject, noun? What was it about bees? Bees chew. So there's my verb. They mix it with a special liquid from their mouths. What makes it with a special liquid from their mouths? They. Subject, noun. What's being said about they? They mix. My answer is mix. And it says nectar and this liquid make honey. That one's a little bit harder to do. So what make honey, nectar, and this liquid? Well, in subject, this is going to be a subject noun clause. You're going to learn about that later on. But what is being said about nectar and liquid? They make. That's my verb. The bees put the honey in the cell in the comb. The bees put the honey in a cell in the comb. What puts the honey in a cell in a comb? Bees. Subject, noun. What being said about bees? Bees put. So remember, wherever my subject noun is, my verb is usually right afterwards. Right afterwards. So if I'm a subject noun, I can find my verb. Okay, soon the honey is ripe. When is, so this one is going to be a state of being one. So soon the honey is what? Is. So is my state. That's one that we can't use this sentence flow, but the answer is. That's a state of being one. The bees seal the honey in the wax. What seals the honey in the wax? Bees. Subject, noun. What is being said about bees? Bees seal. And then it says, sometimes the worker bees store pollen in some of the cells. What stores pollen in some of the cells? Bees. Subject, noun. What is being said about bees? Bees store. Whew, that was a long one. Great job. But those are going to be all of my verbs. My what class? Verbs. Yes, verbs. All right. Go ahead and find part 3. Part 3 is our sentences that we need to correct. I have 2 sentences that are perfect. My decorate her bedroom is perfect, and there is one other one. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but there's one other sentence that is perfect and lots of errors. Altogether, this paragraph has a lot. Like, I lost count like 4 times. It has more than 30 errors though, so I would like you to just try your best and try to find all the errors. I like this, you guys. I like showing you guys how you guys think you find everything and then you don't. And I do like showing you the importance of checking over your work over and over and over and over. Well, this paragraph has over 30 errors. So go ahead and look at it, check it out, fix it, and then I'll come back and help you in just a moment. Remember, there's one more line that is perfect besides the line that I showed you. So the second line is perfect, but there's also one other line that is still perfect. All right, your turn. Pause the video and go ahead and do it. Okay, so I'm switching over to the answer key. It just makes it a little bit easier for me. And we're going to go through each line. So it says, Mrs. Frank told Melissa. Melissa should be capitalized. I'm going to go through every one. Melissa should be capitalized. Then moving down, Jane, Ruth, and Donna, and Maria are all named. They should all be capitalized. And I'm listing them as a friends. So my list should also have commas. So a comma after Jane, comma after Ruth, comma after Donna. Jane, Ruth, Donna, and Maria about the project. This is my next line that was perfect. Remember I told you that there is 2 lines. That line's perfect. The next one, Melissa, should be capitalized. It's a name. Moving down, a comma after mother, because I'm talking now. So May should be capitalized, and it should have a parentheses or apostrophes on top of May. May I paint the walls blue? Question mark after blue, because I'm asking can I or may I paint the walls blue? Then I'm going to put my apostrophe. Someone else is talking, so I have to add a paragraph, and then I'm going to, now she's answering it, she's saying sure, so I put apostrophes around sure, and I have to capitalize sure, and then I'm going to put a comma after sure, and parentheses or apostrophe again after sure, so parentheses or apostrophes around sure and capitalize sure, and then a comma after sure. That is a tricky one. If you got that right, air high five, whack, because that was impressive. Answered Mrs. Franks. Mrs. should be capitalized, period after Mrs. and Franks, and then put a comma because she's still talking. She's saying sure, but don't spill the paint. So she's still talking, so I put a comma, and then I put an apostrophe around but don't spill the paint. Apostrophes. I don't capitalize but because we're in the middle of a sentence. Okay, so apostrophe after paint. Put a someone else's. We're moving on, so we're gonna put a remember after someone else is talking or something changes, we put a new line. So this means new line. Melissa was very careful. She did not spill a drop. Period after drop. Someone else is talking, so I'm going to put a new sentence. Then I put, this room looks great. This should be capitalized. I put a apostrophe around this. It should be this room looks great, not this room. So I cross out the S. That's probably a tricky one. If you knew that, it's okay. If you're on a test, it'd be wrong. But just try to this. This is what I mean by going over, checking your work more, and more. Read the sentences to yourself over and over again until they sound perfect. This room looks great. If I'm saying great, I'm probably going to use an exclamation point because I'm showing strong feeling. And then I put an apostrophe. Okay, looks great. And then it says, said Jane, capitalize Ruth, capitalize Donna, capitalize Maria again. And then go back and do your commas. Maria, period, after Maria. Capitalize Melissa, agreed, period. Boom, Bob's your uncle. It is all done. I know that's a trickier one. But guys, you gotta use stuff for editing. You're in 3rd grade, you're gonna edit a lot more on your own. And it helps you to edit your own sentences also. Okay, here's our part 4. You should have did also. If you didn't do part 4, pause it right now and do it. I don't think I told you to do it. So make sure you pause this video right now if you didn't do part 4 and get it done. And then come back when you're finished. All right, thank you for being builders and not cheating. So it says the second definition, second is to direct or manage. That's why we're writing to direct or manage. What you should have wrote, we want the second definition, not the first. And then it says, what is the sentence example of the first definition? So the first definition, number one, and the second example. The handle of the spoon was broken. The handle of the spoon was broken. That's what you should have wrote. All right, great job. Hey, interesting news. If you are counting, we are on lesson 73, which means we only have 74, 75, 76, and then we're finished. So we have one more AIL lesson this week. We'll have 3 next week, and then we'll have our test, and we're done with AIL. 3 more lessons. Yay! We're almost there. All right, guys. I'll see you later.